This is my white trash Nova, right? I daily drive this thing, and a lot of people are scared to drive a classic car. There are some things to consider before you drive a classic car. This is going to be the truth about it, and there's no way around it. I'm not going to talk about the interior or the maintenance and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about like the realities of driving a classic car. They're not made like today's cars that everybody's used to. They don't have ABS. They don't have traction control. They don't have all this lane monitoring and stuff. So one thing you need to do is get used to how this thing stops, how it handles going around turns, because it's very sketchy. I'm not going to lie. I drive this all year round. I drove it last winter also. Going around a turn, you need to learn how the body rolls on these cars. You need to learn how they feel. When you're driving behind somebody in town, or you're driving on a backcountry road or on the highway, and you come to a stop, these things stop a lot different than a modern car. Modern car has a bunch of technology and stuff like that. These things are old, and they didn't have all that technology. So these things stop very harshly. If you slam on the brakes, you're going to go sliding, okay? So you need to keep that in mind before you start tailgating somebody. Another thing you need to keep in mind with these cars are they will spin around in the rain. It doesn't matter. These things have, really torquey engines. Just depends what model and, trim level you have. Mine has a 354 speed, and in the rain, you have to be a little bit careful. You have to pace yourself. You can't goof around a whole lot unless you know what you're doing. The blinkers, the lights, all that stuff is different from a modern car. So don't expect really nice things when it comes to these, unless it's been like restored to like modern day things. And I'm talking about old cars like I get, that you get for like a couple $1,000s and you drive them. That's the things to consider driving these old cars, okay? Another thing is to consider is maintenance. Everything might look good when you go and buy the car. Take it apart and make sure it's good. The brakes, the wheel bearings, U-joints and stuff like that. You need to inspect that stuff. If you do go bad, they'll leave you setting and it'll leave a bad taste in your mouth. So to do the proper maintenance, and honestly, these things will last you forever. I love driving classic cars on the road. You can't beat it for what it is. They do suck a lot of gas, but hey, it's definitely a fun experience. It's a totally different driving experience than it is driving a modern car. The only thing that I suffer with is not having AC. I buy the ones with no AC. As you can see, I am sweating. It's like 90 degrees right now, and I'm sweating. I'm gonna roll down the nice windows I got here. The airflow starts coming through. But that's the only downfall of these cars. A lot of them don't have AC, and it kind of sucks. But I daily drive this thing, and it's fun. It's a great experience. I recommend you to go get a classic car. I have a video coming out on, like, if you don't want to get like a Mustang or a 67 Mercury a 67 Mercury like we have. I have a video coming out on the classic car that I daily drive and modify and just beat up, because they're kind of the white trash of the classic cars. Just wanted to make a little small video explaining the truth about driving a classic car. It's really not that bad. Like I said, I'm not going to go into detail of the interior and the paint and all that stuff. That's a totally different video. I just want to talk about the drivability and how different it's going to be. It's not going to be the same. A lot of young kids will get in these things and they'll wreck because they don't know how to drive them. They're a totally different animal, and you just got to be careful, pace yourself, learn to drive them like our grandpas and dads did, and I promise you, you'll have the time of your life. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Go check out the build of this car on my channel because it's on there, and also look out for the next video about the classic car you can beat around in.